or whatever, I'll be like, hey, how are you doing? And it's a great day, or what are you doing, or what's your interest? And they'll start talking. It all depends on the person's personality.
Just random people at the gas station, you just like look at them and say, hey, what's up?
Well, I have business cards with me, and I drop them like this. I just hand them a business card. I'm like, hey, if you get off at 5 o'clock and you're ever looking for extra hours, you can work from your mobile. And this business has been awesome for me, Or if I'm getting a water, I'll be like, hey, I used to get a soda all the time, but Plexus has gotten me off the sodas. It's been amazing. Have you ever heard of it? Or if you're in the grocery store and you get cupcakes, or somebody's behind me, like someone's behind me in the line yesterday, and they had like what my normal grocery list would look like. It was like soda and Kit Kats and ice cream. And I didn't say it because I was on the phone with somebody else, but I wanted to say to the customer behind me and be like, yeah, that's what my cart always used to look like, but I do Plexus now. You should really look into it, and hand him a card. Or something, like I got this one guy, he messaged me. Oh, here, I'll read a message to you really quick. So he reached out to me. He's one that was following me, and I don't know who he is. He's a friend of a friend. Oh, adding friends. Continue to add friends on Facebook. The way I do it is I will tag like my mom in a picture. This weekend she was with me, and I had like 100 some likes. I'll go through those likes, and all of her friends that aren't my friends, add them. Add friend, add friend, add friend. I do photography on the side. And all the families that I took pictures of, I tagged all their families, and then all their relatives liked my picture, so I went and added all their. This was a relative I had added from fall pictures back in, I don't even know who he is. But man, I reached out to him. I said, okay, I'll read it really quick. So, and he was like, I think he's a single dad or something. Is he? But I go, hey, Doug, not sure if you've seen my Plexus post. Just curious if you've tried it. He replied back to her, and I said, it's amazing. I used to drink 7 sodas a day and eat junk food 24/7, no longer have cravings and feel amazing, and have lost inches. So that's another thing. If people reach out to you and say, what is it? Don't say it's a health and wellness supplement. Don't ever say that. People could care less if it's health and wellness. They want to know what it's done for you. So if it's got you off migraines, if you lost 27 pounds, tell them that immediately. So that's why I said that. It's amazing. I used to drink 7 sodas a day and eat junk food. So he goes, exercise as well, I'm sure. And then I said, it targets health, gut health. I have a crazy busy lifestyle, used to exercise, rarely walk, but used to work out 3 times a day. Now healthier and better shape. These products are amazing. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk to try. Once you start them, your cravings change, so it's easy to not eat the junk I did before. And he goes, okay, so what's the cost outside of trying this product? Just curious. Hun. He called me Hun. I'm like, you're a creeper. Like, I don't know you. But I was like, the cost for Triplex that I take daily and recommend to everyone is $124 for preferred or $109 for wholesale. But the way it'll make you feel is priceless. Because at this point, I'm like, I'm just going to mess with this guy because he called me Han. Like, don't call me Han. I'm married. I have kids, right? So he goes, I'm sure I've been contemplating it. I said, let me know when you're ready. I'll be here. You won't regret it. But if you do, there'll be a full refund. I said, but I know you won't regret it. And he goes, I will, and no, I won't. Then I gave him my website. So at that point, like, we had a full-on discussion, back and forth, until I gave him my website because I wanted to connect with him, right? And then he goes, cool, thank you very much. And then he goes, any chance I can get a free trial? I said, there are trial packs for $24 under the shop trial pack, or I could send you one slim for the taste, but you won't feel a difference after one. And he goes, send 2. I really need it. And I said, what's your address? And he's in Arkansas, Texas. Port Arkansas, Texas. Dude, I had to look that up. I'm like, Port Arkansas, did you spell it wrong or whatever? Anyway, so that was like a week ago. And then he got back to me yesterday at 8 o'clock last night. He goes, hey, Sally, just wanted to let you know I got those samples today. I will try it in the morning. Thank you very much. And I said, awesome, so excited. So it's one of those things that he, I don't know if he'll order or not, but I did send him a sample. But that's kind of how the discussion went once we.
So what I got from that was that you didn't like, the Triplex is what I recommend to everyone. It's the Slim, and it's blah, 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 blah. And it's the BioCleanse, and it's blah, 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 blah. You just said, like, it's the Triplex, and here's how much it is, and go check it out on my website.
Yeah.
Basically.
Sure. I post a lot about the Triplex. I post my picture with it. I explain it daily. Like, I try to post about BioCleanse almost every other day. And that's another thing. You guys have to monitor what you post. Like if you want business builders to join your team, post about the business side and how much money you make. If you want just customers and preferred customers to join your team, you need to post about the products and how they make you feel and what they do. And did you know that they have beetroot and there's not actually like pink comes from the beet and not really anything else bad added. You need to really make it focused on, maybe you said, I don't do this because I'm not that organized and I couldn't handle it because I'm too busy, but like maybe like every other day you post how did you know, or every other day you post about ProBio, or every other day I post about Slim daily. Like Slim is like the number one thing I post. I mean, I don't think I go a day without posting about the Slim. You really won't see me post about the protein shakes because I never drink them. I don't like protein shakes, never have, so I probably don't ever post about that. I have people on my team that love it and post about it. But so I really truly just post about Triplex. I don't post a lot about all the other products as much as I should, but it's kind of, that's what I push. And when people ask me and I say Triplex, they usually know what they're talking about because they've been watching. So you're in charge of your clientele. You're in charge of what you post. You're in charge of what they see. So you're really just your own boss. And it's up to you on how you want them to feel and the perception you give them.
All right. That's awesome, because one of my biggest pitfalls is word vomit. Like I'm so bad about that. So
don't ever, any message you ever send anybody should not be longer than 2 sentences. Okay. Ever. Let them respond. Be quiet and let them respond, because then you interact and they get to know you better. You get to know their personalities and how to talk to them. I would never talk to a girl that way, ever. Like, he called me hon, and I was like, oh, it's on. Like, I can play with this guy. You know, like most people, it's like, you know, an old lady across the street, no offense, old lady, but an old lady across the street that just needs ProBio, and I'll be like, you'll love it, you know, it's here in 3 days or whatever, you know. But get to know them, because then they're going to feel comfortable, and then they're going to trust you, and then they're going to order from you. This whole thing about having to talk to people 7 times to get them to order is because they just don't trust you. They don't know. They don't know if you're flake. They don't know if you're going to be around to ask a question in 2 months, or if you're just going to give it up, you know, after you sell them the product and not ever talk to them. They want to trust you and realize you're there to help them, there to push them through and everything.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Another question: when you're passing out things out and about, when you're running your clinic, how often do you get response back from those people?
Never.
Well, I don't either. That's why I asked. I mean, I think it's more of a good, like, a good practice to just work on people like that. You know?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. Like when I came back from Leaders Retreat in Texas, every gas station we stopped at, I was handing out business cards left and right because I'd ordered them. I'm like, if I don't hand these out, I'm gonna have a whole stash of them sitting here in 10 years, and it's what good does that do? At least these people have this card, and if they use it or not, whatever. I went to the tanning bed when I was getting ready to go to Vegas, right? And they had this ruby, it was called Ruby Lotion, tanning lotion. I was like, I said, can you hand me that ruby lotion? Because I plan to be Ruby soon. I need to just take a picture of that. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm a Plexus ambassador. And I said, if you ever want to learn about it, I'd love to talk to you. I'll be in here a couple more times trying to get a tan for the convention. And then, of course, some Advocare lady was sitting right next to me. I was like, you should really join my team, too. I was like, here's my card. And then I, like, took a picture, like a selfie with the ruby lotion, and I handed it back to her. I was like, I don't want to buy it. I just want the picture. But I was like, you really should check out this site.
Oh.
And then I saw her a couple other times. She hasn't joined, but still she has that card. And what if she got laid off next week? You never know how long people are going to keep those cards. I mean, it's probably a waste of time and money, but at least you tried. And it's going to be one of those things that be like 2 months later, you're not thinking, what if I gave her that card? Like, what if she was needing this? What if, you know, at least you said, oh, I gave it to her. If she doesn't order, so what? It's a card. You weren't out anything.
Tiffany, that's awesome. I just saw your response. That's amazing. Well, Sally, I can't, again, this was awesome. And I know that all of my team members, I'm going to make sure that they watch this because it was so good. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just normal. I mean, everyone's like, what do you do different? I'm like, nothing. I do nothing.
You're you, but I think the difference is we all have unique, you know, personalities and unique, you know, something to us. And yours is bold and confident, and you just say it like it is, and I love it. And that's how I loved at Leaders Retreat. You just reached out to me. You're like, hey, I really want to meet you. Are you here? And I'm like, sure, let's do it. So it was fun. It was awesome.
And once you break that seal, it gets so much easier. It's kind of like when you have to pee when you're drunk. It's like you don't want to go pee, you don't want to get up, so you don't want to miss out on all the action. But it's like, oh, once you pee, it like feels amazing. Like I don't know if that's a bad example, but I'm just saying, like once you do it, it's great, and you're gonna feel awesome, and you'll do it more and more, and then you'll be confident. And I don't know. It is what it is. Bad example. I don't know what else to say. I've been in a call for. I probably have to pee.
See, it's all that Slim, right?
Right, it is. I've been drinking Slim all day today.
Oh, how funny. Well, thank you guys. If y'all don't have any other questions, just shoot them my way. We can talk or whatnot. But